Hiya folks, Scott here. First of all, I must apologize for my appearance. It's morning here, and I am one of the lucky few who always looks like crap in the morning. I can stay up all night and look wonderful, but if I sleep, even just for a moment, I wake up looking like crap. And having a giant beard doesn't help things, unfortunately. But I wanted to fire off a quick video in response to a video response, oddly enough. A guy by the name of lithiumproject. I don't know, is that your real name? I don't think so, because nobody calls their kid lithiumproject. I'm kidding, I know it's not. But I don't know what your name is, and I'd love to address you by your real name. But you make video responses to our videos quite frequently, and I enjoy them. I like to hear your thoughts, and I appreciate that greatly. Your response to "Can I Say Something?" was in itself a "Can I Say Something?" That could inspire a "Can I Say Something?" I started thinking, what can I write, you know, in response to this, and then I thought, man, I'm going to be writing for an hour, so why don't I just talk for a second? So that's what I'm doing. The first thing you bring up is, are there too many pay-per-views? And I think it's a valid point. And I think that this is the time of year where it's the most valid, because I feel like there's kind of a glut of pay-per-views. It seems like this time of year they just come back to back to back, you know, with not even a whole month in between them. It seems that way. And yeah, and to me that's an odd business decision, mainly because, you know, in the world of entertainment, well, think about it. This is a time of year where people are going on vacations, and there's choosing to spend their time outside. You know, they're not sitting at home in front of the TV. So to think that they would ramp up in the summer their pay-per-view production, or at least, like I said, it feels like it, is just an odd decision for me. And I don't mind there being a lot of pay-per-views as long as they mean something. And I think when they start coming this close together, they stop meaning something. They stop. They lose the ability to build a story up and tell a story properly so that it will climax the way it should in a pay-per-view. As far as WrestleMania being the end-all be-all, it absolutely should. And I don't mind it. In fact, I rather like it. I liked it last year when the Michaels-Flair match at WrestleMania inspired a feud of its own, which was beautifully done, and beautifully told over a long period of time, the way it developed and the way Chris Jericho turned heel and everything. So that's fine if you use, but WrestleMania should be used as the start of, as the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and let's not carry things over to Backlash. I would agree with that. That's kind of what Chris said in the thing. But Lithium. That was what I thought. You know, let's start crap at WrestleMania. The next point you made is one that's I've had in my head for quite some time. ECW. Well, the brands in general, everything looking the same since the HD conversion, and this is what I think. Can I say something? My thought is that ECW should be used as kind of your gateway drug. People, wrestling fans who might not who might not be into all the WWE's fluffery, and they will watch WrestleMania. They will watch ECW before they would watch a WWE product. So the way I see it is ECW has a built-in audience among WWE fans. People who will watch anything WWE will follow it to ECW. However, people who might just like wrestling, who might just like something different, will start watching ECW and start, you know, bleeding into the rest of to SmackDown and Raw and the other products like that. How do you do that? And I think you make a great point when you say, do it at a smaller venue. I used to look at ECW and I used to love these. It just felt darker. It felt smaller. That little tunnel thing that they would come out of. It was very amateurish looking, I would say, but in a good way. And I thought the product needed that, and I thought it just gave the show its own little personality. So, yeah, small venues would be wonderful. Instead of it being a holdover from a big show, exactly like you say, But I've thought that for a long time. And yeah, just to kind of expound on what you thought, or what you said, I agree. I agree they should do it at a smaller venue, and I think that giving the show its own personality would do, you know, and instead of WWE just being one big massive show, every show has its own little niche, its own little look, its own little feel. So anyway, I hope that made sense what I said, because I was really dying to say something. But yeah, so that's it. So Lithium, thank you again for your ideas. Thank you for your responses and all. And we'll talk to you very soon. If you would like to make a response to this response, I think that would be a lot of fun. If you want to. If you don't want to, fine. But good thoughts, and we'll talk to you soon.